Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into one of your dog's most incredible abilities. One we probably don't even think about enough, their absolutely amazing sense of smell. We're going to talk about how to tap into that natural superpower to play some of the most rewarding games you could ever imagine with your best friend. I mean, just let that sink in for a minute. A single drop in an entire Olympic swimming pool. That's not just a good nose, that is a legitimate superpower. And it's this mind-blowing ability that's at the heart of everything we're going to talk about today. So, how do we actually harness this power? Well, it all starts with realizing these aren't just silly games. They're a way for us to speak our dog's native language. And honestly, the benefits go so much deeper than just having a little fun. So, what exactly are we talking about here? At its core, it's super simple. Scent games are just activities we create that push our dogs to do what they were born to do. Follow their nose. The whole point is to find something, and the reward is, well, it's the thrill of the hunt, and, probably a tasty treat at the end. And believe me, the payoffs are huge. This is like a serious brain workout for your dog, which is awesome for preventing boredom and those pesky destructive behaviors. And that intense focus it takes to find a scent, it actually helps lower their stress and anxiety. It also sharpens their concentration, which, hey, helps with all their other training too. But honestly, the best part, doing this with them builds this incredible bond, this sense of teamwork. And look, this isn't just me saying it feels good. It's backed by science. A 2019 study literally found that giving dogs more sniffing opportunities actually makes them more optimistic and calmer. How cool is that? It's real. Okay, so you're probably thinking, I want in, right? Well, the best news is you don't need any fancy gear to get started. You can literally start playing right now with stuff you already have lying around the house. So let's start with the absolute classic, find the hidden treats. This is the perfect first step for any dog. Doesn't matter their age, breed, or experience. It's so intuitive and they get it right away. All right, here's how you do it. The number one rule is to start easy, okay? Grab a treat they go absolutely nuts for. Have them wait somewhere else for a second, then hide a few pieces in really obvious places, like next to a table leg or just under the corner of a rug. Then you bring them in, give a fun cue like, find it, and just let them sniff it out. The goal here is all about building confidence and showing them how fun this is. Now, once your dog has totally mastered finding hidden treats, we can level up just a little bit with a scent trail. This is all about teaching them to follow a scent from a starting point to a finish line. For this one, all you do is take a really smelly treat and just drag it along the floor for a few feet, leaving a nice, clear scent path for them to follow. At the very end of that trail, you leave a little jackpot, a small pile of treats. It's super rewarding and teaches them to stay on track. Just, again, keep it short and sweet when you're first starting out. All right, for all of you out there whose dogs are already pros at the basics and are basically begging for more, it's time to level up. Let's look at some more complex challenges to really get their brains working. Okay, this is where things get really cool. Scent discrimination isn't just about finding a treat smell. It's about finding one specific scent that you've taught them to look for while totally ignoring other smells. This is a massive mental puzzle for your dog. So, picture this. You've got a few small boxes or containers. In some of them, you put a cotton ball with, say, a drop of clove oil. But in just one of them, you put a cotton ball with birch oil. You then teach your dog that finding the birch oil is what gets them the big reward. They have to actively sniff and choose the right one. It's amazing to watch. And then you have tracking. Think of this as the ultimate evolution of that little scent trail we made in the living room. Now, your dog is following the scent path that a person left behind, maybe across a park, over different surfaces like grass and dirt, and for much longer distances. This truly taps into those deep, primal instincts. Now hold on, before you run off and set up a complex scent maze in your backyard, we've got to talk about the most important thing of all, making sure these games stay safe, positive, and fun for your dog. Think of this as your non-negotiable checklist. First, only use treats that are healthy and safe. Make sure the area you're playing in is free of hazards, nothing they can knock over or get tangled in. And maybe most important of all, watch your dog. Sniffing is hard work. It's mentally exhausting. If they seem tired or frustrated, it's time for a break. Remember, the goal is always to have fun. And let's be crystal clear on the treat situation. This is not the time for table scraps. So many foods that are harmless to us, like chocolate, grapes, or onions, are seriously toxic for dogs. Just stick to good quality dog treats or things you know are safe, like little pieces of carrot or apple. So what happens when this fun little game you play at home turns into a real passion for both of you? Well, you might be surprised to learn there's a whole world of competitive scent work that you can dive into together. Yup, you heard that right. For anyone who really gets hooked on the challenge and that feeling of teamwork, this can go from a weekend hobby to a full-blown competitive sport. You can actually go to trials, earn titles, and show off just how incredible your dog's nose really is. And if you are interested in competing, there are a couple of big organizations you'll want to check out. You've got the American Kennel Club, or AKC, whose scent work often focuses on that teamwork in lots of different environments. Then there's the National Association of Canine Scent Work, which is amazing because its main focus is on building confidence for all dogs, even ones that might be a little shy or reactive. Both of them have a clear path to follow from total beginner all the way up to elite levels. So, if you're thinking, yeah, let's do this, the game plan is pretty straightforward. You'll want to practice with lots of different scents, train in new places to get your dog used to distractions, and of course, slowly but surely make the searches harder. But honestly, the best advice I can give you is to find a local training group. It's the best way to learn the ropes and meet other people who are just as passionate as you are. But at the end of the day, whether you decide to compete or just keep hiding treats around the living room, you're doing something truly amazing for your dog. You're giving them a job, you're giving them a mental challenge, and you're letting them be the incredible creatures they were born to be. So really, the only question left is, are you ready to get started?